Right, we'll try again. Good afternoon, everybody. For some reason, it still looks fuzzy on my screen. Let me just see if I can get the camera to focus better. Oh, I'll have a drink of coffee while I'll let you all get logged in again. I think I'm going to have to treat myself to a new camera. I think it looks okay on your screen, but it looks fuzzy on mine. Hi, Emma. I'm just having a drink, look, before we start. Let you all get logged in. Da-da. Oh. Hi Tracy, hi Jackie, hi Janice, hi Diane. Looks okay on yours, so it must just be mine then. Bloody thing. And do you know what? This is a posh HD web camera as well, but it might be time for a new one. I know it looks okay for you, but it doesn't. It doesn't for me. But as long as you can see it, okay. Good, 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 good. Looks fine. So everybody's telling me it looks fine. Hi Ruth, hi Michelle, hi Vicky, Gloria, Karen, Annette, Tracy, snowier. Sure, it's nearly all gone from here, thank God. I like to see the snow, but I like to see it go even better. I've not got time for snow and holding everything up. But oops, let me just find you all. I've lost your comments. There we go. Hi Josephine, hi Sharon, hi to everybody I've not spoken to already. Caroline, Nicola, Maria, Mandy, I'm going to run out of breath. Marie. Right, okay. So, I'm going to give you a little sneaky peek at the end of the video. Don't get too excited. So, the 26th of February is when we launch the birthday. Oh, brilliant, Brenda. Thanks for being patient. So the next week on Friday, week next Friday is when we launch our second birthday event on Ho Chanda. There is so much new stuff coming, so please prepare yourself. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you a little sneaky peek at the end of one of the new products. I say one, there are actually 7, 8 of them, but I'm only going to show you 6 of this particular thing. So I'll show you right at the very end. So I thought let's go back to the Floramusica stamps because we only ever seem to demo them, or I do, either when I'm on TV or like the week before we launch them on TV. So we never actually ever get a chance to play with them again. So we're going to do the tulip one, and I thought the tulip would be perfect with this. So I'm gonna, if you've got your notepads ready, I'm gonna go through what I'm using. I'll show you the flowers that we've got for today. They're all ready, apart from the middle bits. So we're using the watercolor blending brush pens. So ignore the fact that it says set 4 and set 2 on mine because these are the ones that I've mixed up into. I've put them into my color groups. So they're blues and greens and reds. Now you already know. I think most of you have probably already got. Oh no, Benita, 8 is just for this one particular product. There's about 60 new things coming. But it's all different. I'm not going to tell you because it'll spoil the surprise. Um, so you already know that the watercolor blending brush pens have nearly almost gone. Hi Sue, hi Deirdre. Um, I'm not restocking them. I know I keep banging on about it, but I know what's going to happen. As soon as we've run out, people are going to be asking me for set 2 or set 3, and I won't have any. So please, 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 if you haven't got all 4 of your watercolor blending brush pen sets, now is seriously the time to start collecting the rest. So you can see what I've got here. I've used the double debossed octagons, and you already know that the double debossed are low in stock, as are the eyelets now as well. So I've used the double deboss to create the card blank for the bottom. I don't know whether you can see the deboss in there because I can't, my screen's fuzzy. And then I've used the eyelet octagons to create the next layer. Hi Sam, hi Jackie, hi to everybody I've not spoken to. Yeah, it will be Dot, I'm afraid. There's so much new stuff coming, and obviously you've got 2 new releases from me, and you've got a massive collection from Trudy. It probably will be. I've got a spare room. So I've used the Elegant Eyelet Octagons to create the next layer. And then I've also, because it's nice to do this, and I always forget to do this. Oops, where are you? So then I've used the ovals, the double debossed ovals. So our topper with the stamp is going to be actually be on an oval rather than the... no, I'm not going to give you any clues. I will next Saturday. So next Saturday is the week before the release. So next Saturday when I do the Facebook Live, I will go through more with you. But I'm not showing you everything because I want to keep some secrets. So we've got the double debossed ovals to do the stamping onto. Just pop them to one side before they all ping off the magnetic sheets. There we go. So this is something new. So that's an extra bonus for you. So this is coming soon. Yeah, so well, I'm not going to bang on about it. You've seen what it looks like. Yeah, that was a quick flash. That was your quick flash. So the flowers, I've already done the flowers ahead of time. I've left one to make up just so I can show you how I make these up. So most of you that have seen me or been following me for a while will know about the stamps that go with the dies. I am just going to quickly show you. So what I've done here is I've cut them in black and red. I just thought it would be a nice theme because Valentine's Day is looming. And I've actually used the stamps and embossed those with the white embossing powder and then die cut around them. So the flower, I love red and black together anyway. I always think it looks lush. So they're the stamps. So they're the stamps you get that match with the Sweetheart flower dies. Now I've used Sweetheart on purpose because it's low, as is everything, low in stock. So I just thought I'd show you how it looks when you mix and match it with the stamps and with the plain versions. And then I've got the lush leaves, I've got the delicate fronds, and then I've got the berry branches there, cut in the red. Keeping secrets, what have you done? And what we're going to do is we're going to use the Ticket Tapetastic Adorations. I love this one. I absolutely love this set. So this is the one that's got love is, and then you've got all these different words that you can mix and match your sentiments with. So we're gonna do love is unconditional today, and we're going to stamp and emboss that. Hi Chrissy, hi Max, hi Deirdre, hi to everybody I've not spoken to. So we're gonna use these on black card or red card. I haven't decided yet. And then the Floramusica. So I'm quickly before I start, I'm going to go through all the Floramusica because we've got 9 now. We're using the tulips today because the tulip is almost sold out again. And I'm not restocking the Floramusica. There might be some new ones, who knows, later in the year. Hi Julie. Yeah, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, but I'm not sending any. Right, so I'll quickly flick through these. I know most of you have already got these, but not everybody might not have seen these already. So this is the whole set of the Floramusica. So you've got the hydrangeas. Yeah, I'm going to be quick. The lilies. So you can see it's very much a theme. Roses. The daisies, which is sold out again, so you can't get the daisies anymore. The dandelions, which is one of my favourites. So it's got the big dandelions there, look. Then you've got the iris. What's Valentine's Day? Then you've got these are the 3 new ones. These are the spring Floramusica bluebells, which I absolutely love. Yeah. Then you have the daffodils, which is gorgeous as well. They're all beautiful. Tulips, which is the one that I'm using today because I can colour that one in red. So Floramusica, as I said, is not being restocked. Once the current stock is gone, it's gone. I might do some new ones later on so we can build on the collection. but it depends how much time I've got. The birthday event at the end of this month has taken a lot of planning and a lot of time to get right. So back to the card. So we'll stamp the Floramusica stamp first. Let me have a drink, catch my breath. Hi Judy. Oh, there we go. Right, so I'm using my platform for this just because I want to make sure I go all the way over the edges. And remember, I gave you a tip for this, but I don't know where my double-sided tape is. So because I know I'm going edge to edge, and if I put the magnets on, the stamp obviously won't cover that. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the back, just to hold that in place. Just let that grab onto the kitchen roll. Yep, that's done. That's a little tip for you. You can either do it with a bit of glue or a little bit of double-sided tape. Just remember, if you're doing it with glue, to use your kitchen roll. So hi Alison, so it doesn't get stuck on your, what do you call it, that grey foam thing. Little grey foam mat. Oh, that was a lot of energy. So we're going to go right to the edge with the tulips. In fact, I'll hang over just because we can. Try and make sure it's straight-ish. And I'm stamping with the VersaFine Onyx Black. Come on, don't be naughty. There we go. And I don't know where my other one is, so I've just opened a new one. So I've now got about 4 of these on the go. Let's just get this ink. So I'm using the Onyx Black VersaFine because I'm going to watercolor. I'm going to watercolor some parts of this. There we go. Because it's a big stamp, it's probably easier to do it with the oh, look at that, that's just beautiful. It's probably easier to do it with the platform. Oh, look at that. How gorgeous is that stamp? I absolutely love the tulips one. Chrissy, that was my workout, darling, pulling the stamp off the sheet. That was it. So I'm just cleaning the excess ink off, because VersaFine will stain your stamps if you let it dry. I have got my new ones just in case it gets dirty. Nobody likes a dirty one, do they, Benita? Kitchen roll. Okay, now we can pull that off, and because I did it on the kitchen roll look, I can just pull that kitchen roll off and it's not actually done any harm to the stamp. Put that to one side. My mat's all over the place. Is the screen still clear for you? I have a strong tiptoe. I'll just let you have a quick look. I think the tulips is one of my favourites, because you've got lovely big flowers to colour in as well. So we're going to do that next. Let me just get some kitchen roll. There we go, you can see that better now. Water brush, where are you? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm running out of space on my shelves in my craft room for all the new stuff. So I don't know whether you can remember, but summertime, I think it was, some end of summer last year, I had to buy new shelving units for my craft room at home, and they're full already. Not fuzzy for you. Oh, giving me a it's fuzzy for you. All the show giving me a head. Oh. it's all clear, so it's clear for most people. It's bizarre, isn't it? Let me just see if I can get it to... I don't want to disconnect the live again, just in case it's not... it doesn't reload again. How strange. I bought a new tripod as well, so the camera should be a bit closer. Hey ho. Right, water brush. Find a little water brush. Oh, not that one. I've got hundreds of water brushes in here. Have they got water in? That's got no water in it. Has that got water in it? Yep, that's got water in it. That's a bonus. So I'm just going to colour a few elements from this. And what I've found is when you're using a strong colour like the red, because we've got the black, white and red theme going on with this card, all I actually need to do is colour a couple of elements on here. Obviously I'm going to colour the tulip in red. And what that does is it just makes the whole image pop, which is bizarre because we're only colouring a couple of little elements. But it will make the whole thing just pop. Piddly craft. Now my craft room's massive. In fact, my craft room, it's a spare bedroom, but it's the biggest bedroom in the house. Unload any stuff your way. Problem is, Sam, I'm like you lot. Once you've got it, you can't. You don't like to get rid. We're collectors, aren't we? Crafters are collectors. So, I think it's in set 4. So in set 4 you've got some really strong reds. This is obviously a mix that I've got here because I put my sets together. But set 4 watercolour pens, as I call them, the Christmassy kind of colours. And it's got a really strong crimson red in it. So if you're looking for a beautiful shade of red, set 4 is the one to go for. So I'm going to put the lightest one on first. If you see my hair, pretend you can't see it because it's a right bloody mess. I'm dreading when you see me at the end of February. I'm going to have a plait, I think. So I'm just going to lay some colour down at the bottom of each flower. This is not watercolour card that I'm using either. This is just the pure white card in the colour plan that's on our website. So I'm just putting colour at the bottom and then a bit at the top. I want this to be strong, so I'm doing the light colour first, which I'm going to water, and then I'm going to do the darker colour after. Bear with me. I'm taking that right to the edge. So we'll water this together. I'll bring it in and show you close up in a second. Okay, so that's started to blend that base colour down. Last March, Jackie, wow. Fish tail plait. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Fish tail plait, but I bet it's long enough. Right, so now we're going to go in with the darker red, which is a crimson colour. So remember the tips I've given you for using these pens. When you're going with your next colour, you do half the distance that you did originally, and that's how you get the lovely blends. This is a much stronger red, which is exactly what I want. And then I'll just bleed those two together. Oh, that's lovely. So straight away, as soon as you put the darker colour on, it just makes that much richer. And I'm going to go back in again in a second once that's dried. So I'm gonna put low lights in. So I'm gonna shade where it's darker, but I'm gonna go direct in with the pen. Said no more craft stuff. Right, let me just do the leaf. So I'll go in with this one first, and I'm coming off the edge, look. So I'm not going to watercolour the stem or the leaves. I'm just going to go direct with the pen, just so I get a stronger green. And I will take it off the edge. Sorry, I can't see what you're saying while I'm colouring. You know, colouring keeps me quiet. It's about the only thing that does. So all I've done is I've just added 2 shades of green here, so it just gives a little bit of a shadow where it's shaded already on the stems and the leaves. So even though I've not watercoloured this, it still gives the illusion that we've blended 2 colours together. Oh, it's so easy to do. And now that's done, I'm going to go back in with the red pen. So this is the crimson red, the one that I told you is in set 4. And I'm just adding shade in now, because I really want this colour to be strong. And bleed it together. Oh, that's perfect. How quick and easy was that? Yeah, my tongue was out. I've got my pyjamas on as well. The pen, Michael, the pens are $29.99 a set. And there are 4 sets. So was it last year when I released them, or the year before? I can't remember, but I released a set at a time. So we did set 1, then a couple of months later we did set 2, and then set 3, till by the end of last year we'd got all 4 sets. So I had to order more because we'd sold out. So I ordered a whole load for this year, but already, well, now Julia had them on TV last week. We're over half of the year's stock gone. Right, so I'm not actually going to colour anything else in on this image, because that's all I wanted, just to bring the colour out. The lid, I'm looking for the lid for my water brush, and it's on the end of the water brush, as you would expect. So what we are going to do is we're going to do, and I never do this, I very rarely do this now, but we're just going to edge this with black soot distress oxide, and I am going to do the old circular thing. Freezing yesterday, he said, hang on, what's that say? Poster was freezing. He said he thought about getting a balaclava but didn't want to frighten the old ladies. Oh, that's brilliant. Right, so I'm just going to edge this with a little bit of black soot. So a little tip for you. If I'd have done the edging on this with the VersaFine, it would be a proper jet black. And I don't want a jet black. I just kind of want it to look a little bit... what's the right? Pyjamas on. Everybody's got the pyjamas on. I just want to give it a little bit of a distressed look at the edge. So black soot in the oxide is softer, and that's exactly what I want. I just want a little bit, just a little bit on the edge. I'll show you in a minute. I'll bring it in and show you. Oh yeah, that's lovely. Just working my way around, and I'm going to do the same on the image. think this is an old smoothie. It's falling to bits as we speak. So you notice I'm turning the image round, it's easier to do it that way. Just pop that there, clean my mess up. I much prefer the smoothie sponges for doing that. I'm no good with the little blending tools. I get too many lines in it, which just drives me mad. Okay, so now let's show you where we're at. So you can see what I've done there. It's just added that lovely soft, so it's black, but it's almost like a dark grey rather than a black, and that's because it's the oxide rather than a pure black ink. I think everybody's got the pajamas on today. No point getting dressed for the sake of it. So I'm going to pop this straight onto the card with, you might guess, some foam tape. So you've had one sneaky peek. I don't know whether you can notice as well, we've got two different oh look, I've got black ink all up my fingernail. Two different sizes of the lattice. It was a bit of a mare to do that. I can't wait for the birthday event. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. You've got me there for 3 days as well, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. How about that? Because I'm doing the weekend wow. Pokey tool, where are you? I need them in a minute. Pokey tool. Pokey tool, where are you? There you are. Have you tried the brushes? Yeah, I've tried them, Joan. I get in fact I've got some here somewhere. I bought a whole bloody set and I only tried it once and didn't like it. When I did the brushes I got like, I think I might have had too much ink on, but I got like little scratchy. It wasn't soft enough. I think it's because I'm fussy, you know what I'm like. And I like it to be really soft on the edges. See, Benita? Like, it's alright to be soft sometimes. Oh, I've not got my bin, hang on. That's judgment. Right, I've got my bin. Oh dear. I hope my mum's not watching. So up to now we've only got 2 layers of foam tape on this card, which I think is pretty good. And then we'll pop some glue on this. Butterfly dressing gown on. So I'll put the glue on just to give me a bit of time to wiggle it if it's not in the perfect position. And you know you can't get that the wrong way, because let me just make sure I've got my stitches in the right way. Yeah. So let's just pop that in there. You should just be able to see the stitching underneath that. Yeah, look. So I've done the little dots and dashes with the white gel pen. Yeah, that's right, Benita, that was judgment. So I've got my little stitches going on there, and then I'm just going to pop the image on with some foam tape as well. Right, so Brenda got her card that she won a few weeks ago. I've still not drawn a winner from last week, not last week, week before. Sitting on your hands. Do you know what, Judy? I think you've got the right idea, because that weekend is going to be epic. If every show, if I'd got time, I'd have loved to have done every show. And I think if we'd have been under non-COVID situations, I think I would have done one of each of the shows just so that you could see my take on everything. But of course we're not allowed to share sets, so I can't do that this year, which is a shame. But Trudy's new stamps are amazing. Obviously I've got 2 brand new releases that weekend as well, so they're going to be fab. That's all I'm telling you. Sneaky peeks will start the week of the shows. So let's just put this on some foam tape. And you all know why I don't start showing you too soon. Right, so what I'm going to do now is something that you never ever see me do. Because I'm a little bit OCD with symmetry and things being perfectly central, but I'm not. I'm going to take this to the side just a little bit. Just going to take that to the side a little bit, because by the time I've popped all these on, look, I want you to still be able to see bits of the red embossed layer underneath. So I'm just going to stick that on. You'll notice there's no glitter on this card at all. There will be on the flowers, but I'm not putting it anywhere else. Let's just pop that to the side. Yeah, so I'll choose if somebody reminds me later or in the morning, I'll choose the winner from last week's or the week before's Facebook Live, and then I'll do this one. I'll do the winner for this one next week. You know, you need to remind me. I don't always comment in the group, but I'm always watching the group. You will, Bev. You will indeed. Yeah, but I'm not showing you what the rest of the set looks like until nearer the time, because I'm cruel like that. Right, flowers. So I'm going to stick the flowers together now, because I want them to be setting whilst we do the sentiment. I love this. Absolutely love the fact that you can that's the same die, but just by using the stamp with it. No, Annette, they are done. So just to keep you happy, they are done, but I'm not releasing them. It'll be about May, I think. Yeah, you're going to have a glittery ring in a minute, Benita. See, that's cheered you up. So I absolutely love the fact that I did these stamps. So the stamps obviously cut out with the dies, and it just takes them to a whole different level. Fabulous when you can mix and match them as well. No, not showing you. So I'm just going to show you how I shape these. I've probably shown you before. If I can find the little thingy, doodah. It's here. Right, okay. So depending on which shape flower I'm using, depends on how I shape the flowers. So because I know I want this to do that, to go over, to bend over. That's just for you, Benita, that bit. I'm going to do it like this. So I can't believe I've got ink up my fingernail. Look at that. That's absolutely minging. Oh, and it won't come off. Never mind. So a little tip for you. I'm using the end of the shaping tool. So not the pointy end. I'm using the flat end. Hold the middle of your card, the flower. So make sure you go over the center circle bit, and then just drag that back. You need to make sure that you've got your other thumb over the center, the little circle in the middle, otherwise you might pull the petals off. So what we've done now, look, is we've created that dimension. Yeah, I'm going to do the same with the others. There's loads and loads of different ways you can shape these flowers. I can't do it now because I'll spoil it, but you can bend them in, you can bend them back, you can curl them up, you can curl them back, you can twist them. Just so many different ways. It just depends what mood you're in and how even you want your flowers to be. Okay, so they're now all like that. Sleeves are driving me mad. Not likely. What did Julia say? Hope he's behaving. Of course I am, darling. Are you home, Julia? Right, another little tip for you. So with the plain ones that are just not stamped or anything, you can just do the usual thing. Press in the centre and do your little circular thing to make them peaked. But when you come to the one that's been embossed, because this has got white embossing powder on it, don't do that because it'll make it dirty. So I'm just pushing at the base of each petal. So I'm not just pushing in the middle, I'm actually pushing at the base of each petal. And what that does is it brings each part of it up, and then you end up with the lovely dimension, the lovely shapes like that. What do you think? Oh, two closed rows. Oh. Okay. And then we'll glue these together. Oops, look at that. You can have that for nothing. And you know I only ever use my glue for sticking the flowers together because of the water content, because it's got less water in. It grabs quickly and it also maintains the shape of the petals. And then we'll do the middle one. So you can see what I've done. I've done a plain black, a stamped and embossed one, and then a plain red for the top. I'll squash that. Poor thing. The sweetheart stamps and flowers are the one that I've got the least of. So this set, the dies and the stamps, is the one that we've got the least of left. And I will just give you all a little tip. All of you. If you've already got the flower dies, you're going to be using them again shortly. So you are. That's all I'm saying. You're going to find a whole new use for them. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to give Benita a little glittery ring. So I'm going to put a white pearl in the middle of each of these. And remember, I know I've told you this before, but I'm conscious that there are new people watching all the time. So if you put too much glue in, purposefully, so I've purposefully got more glue in there than I actually need. Yeah, when you push the pearls in, do I need, nope, just 5mm. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a smaller one. 3, 4. Now this will tell you how much I use these pearls. This was full last summer. Let me get a drink. Julia, I watched you this morning for 10 minutes at about 5 past 10 past 7. Right, so I'm going to pick the pearl up and I'm going to push that in. So remember, I'm using my little stamping mat for this. They are on the website. I don't actually know whether we've got any. I don't know whether we've got any 9x9 ones left. So I'm putting the pearl in and I'm pushing quite hard. So all that glue, look, is squashed up the sides, which is exactly what I want. I'll do the same with the others. And then we're going to glitter the inside. Oops, we're going to glitter the inside of the flowers. If I can catch this little pearl. Last one. I know it was early. I didn't particularly sleep very well last night. I think I was too excited for your show. I was going to email him, but I'm not a morning person. They probably wouldn't have read it. That's alright, Mary. I can give you a recap in a minute. Oops. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to use the Onyx Black glitter in 2 of these. So because we've used the excess glue, you see, and we've pushed it up the side, that's actually all I need. Don't know whether you can see that. So now we've got Benita's glittery ring around the pearl. So it doesn't actually go over the pearl, it actually just goes on the glue that's been squashed out the sides. It's a really, really easy thing to do, and it looks really pretty because you've not got too much glitter. So this is the Onyx Black, just on those 2. It's a sweetheart, Sharon. I'll show you again at the end when we do a little recap. And then I've got the berry red for the other flowers. So this is the berry red glitter alchemy. And I love this colour. There's something about black and red that always looks really classy. Oh, that's lovely. So now look, we've got the red glitter just where the glue's squashed up the sides, and it looks really, really pretty. I'm just going to put a bit more in this one. I think I was a bit tight with the glue. That's it. That's better. Don't do what I've just done though. I've covered the pearl. I'm just going to scrape that off. That was bad crafting, Mr. Martin. Hang on, I've got to fix this. I can't send this to somebody if it's not perfect. That's it. Right, we're getting there, slow but sure. Yeah, sexy, black and red. Right, so now the flowers I'm just going to put to one side and let those dry. And we'll move on to the sentiment. And I think I'm going to be a rebel. I'm just going to grab some red card. See if I've got a scrap. And I have. So this is my scraps, look, from when I was die cutting earlier. Oh, incidentally, this is the Summer Poppy cardstock. It's alright, Julia. This is a Summer Poppy cardstock, which is one of the newer ones. So I've used the Pure White, Elegant Ebony and Summer Poppy. And we're just going to stamp the sentiment. I remember I said to you we're doing Love is Unconditional, because I like that. So loads and loads of different sentiments you can make up from this. Yeah, I love that one as well a lot. Loving our oceans, all God's creations. You can do all sorts with this. So love is unconditional. Put that back in there. Is that clear? That's pure white. So let me just get my clear embossing powder. Pure white, crystal clear. And you know I ain't got a sheet of paper ready, so I'll just get one. Just to catch the embossing powder. Okay, so unconditional love is. So we're going to stamp onto the red cardstock with the VersaFine Onyx Black, and then we're going to emboss this with clear embossing powder. Remember, I don't tell you to do it this way, but I'm just doing it because it's a small stamp. It's a good way to use up your scraps. Oh, it's Trudy here. Hi, Trudy. So, lovers. And then unconditional. And unconditional is bigger, so I'm going to have to go the normal way. Lovers, unconditional. Fabulous. And then hopefully it's still tacky enough for the clear embossing powder. It is. This is why you need the super fine embossing powders in your life. Can't craft without them. Right, and then I'll just do this from underneath. Don't waste any of your scraps. Hang on, my heat gun's wrapped around everything. So I'm going from underneath just so that it's a bit glossier. And then what we should end up with is a lovely glossy black and the bright red from the summer poppy cardstock popping through. Oh yeah, that's fabulous. I'll do a close-up for you in a minute. How fab does that look? How fabulous does that look? So the colour of the cardstock shows through the gaps in the stamp, and you've got that lovely glossy finish. So I'm going to cut these out with a little bit of a red border, and I'm just going to do this by hand just to be a bit quicker. It's not too bad to cut these out because you've got a straight line to follow. And it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Words you never thought you'd hear me say, but the actual stamp is really forgiving. Okay, so we've now created our own sentiment topper from the Adoration set, covered in glue and ink, Right, so now let's start putting this card together. And just move all this because I've got glitters falling out my ears. Literally. Right, so the flowers are going on first. And you know that I use my glue gel for this. Always the glue gel for popping my flowers onto the card. Love watching the embossing powder change. So when you've got a specific pattern or shape, I'm going to follow the curve of the oval. This is why I popped it off center, because then it gives me a lovely curve to follow, and it also means you can still see some of the embossing from the folder underneath. So I'm just going to do a quick recce of how far in I want them to go. Oh yeah, that's fab. Fab, fab, fab. So I'll do the big one first. Look at that bloody red glitter. Tweezers. Ooh, decisions. Can you see it? I'm tormenting myself, look. So I'm deciding whether I want the embossed flower north, south, east, west, or the other way, and I've gone for the other way, look. So what I'm going to do now is get my flowers, my leaves ready. Top, bottom, top, top. Right, okay, so if you've watched me before, you'll know that this is how I do this. So I always put my flowers on there. I know that these leaves are going to go around there. So they're not going to be under this flower, they're going to be under the next one. So I can put this next shape, next size on. Oops, if I can catch it. Fabulous. And then I'll follow on with that one. That's how OCD I am. I'm making sure that they're the same. They are. So now the leaves can go on. I'm just going to snip the extra off there. The other way is always best. Oh, Stephanie, you know it. You know that the toppers and everything has to work around the flowers. So this is going to go at the bottom here. So I'm just going to let the glue grab. I'm going to do the same at the top. I'm just going to turn it round, make it easier for myself. Just making sure it's not that I'm OCD, but I'm trying to make sure that it's symmetrical. Yeah, get in there, slowly but surely. Hang on. Stay. Yeah, pin flare glue gel is what I use for the flowers. Always. Always, always, always. Especially when I've got so much dimension like that, look. And I'm going to take the other leaf, which is the Lush leaves. And because you know we have a left facing and a right facing. There we go. Left facing, right facing. I take the opposite. So this one is going into the card. So I'm going to take the one that goes the opposite direction. I'm just going to shorten that. Just going to make it a bit shorter. And we'll have that. Now you know why I do my leaves before I put the flower on. And the same at the top. Not faffing, honestly. Yeah. And then last but not least, we've got the berry branches. So most of you will know. Have I got them here? Let me show you. No, I have. So the berry branches, I don't know whether we've actually got any of these left in stock, because it was something I released with the Christmas collection last year. But the berry branches, you have the two different sizes. So I've done the largest one, although I am going to snip this down and make it shorter. And the reason I've done that is because the little dots, the berries if you like, are bigger on the larger one. So it just means I can do the bigger one, snip it down, and still maintain the larger berries. And they're going to get tucked in there as well. It's good if I don't go over the top with foliage and stuff, isn't it? It's a tiny card, Chrissy. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous how small this card is. And then the same at the top. I'll tell you something. Oh no, I'm not telling you because it'll spoil the surprise. I'm not telling you. You'll have to wait. This is my favourite bit. I love the faffing. Details. It's the details. That's it. And now the small flowers can go on. So this is why I always put the leaves and everything on before I put the last flower on. Let me just show you how. Can you see how grotty that looks? It's actually quite a big card. It's the biggest of the octagon dies. So this is why I saved the last flower, because then I put my pin flare on and it does two things. I always put a fair bit on for the last flowers, so I can tuck that in position, and by pushing that down it actually pushes the glue gel through the stalks and everything at the base of the leaves, and it holds it all in position once it's set. That's one of the benefits of the glue gel. I only use pin flare. I can't use the other one because it gives me a headache. Pin flare doesn't for some reason. Right, now I'm not going to waste these bits. I'm just going to snip that to make it neater. Waste not, want not. I'm just going to get the other leaves. You could tell I like this. Is my favourite bit. This is what sets our cards apart from what you buy in shops, because no factory can make cards the way that we do. And it's that age-old problem, isn't it? If you sell your cards, how much somebody's willing to pay. But the pleasure for me is in the making. So let's just have that there. But let me take that a bit further in. That's better. Hang on, it's not behaving. That's it. And then same at the top. So you'll notice I've used the wet glue for this rather than the pin flare, and that's because it will grab quicker, and obviously it dries clear, which is what we want. Ignore that. Last one. So I've probably spent 20 minutes popping these flowers on, covering up the red card now. No, only a bit. You can still see it here. Oh, look at the bloody mouse. Hang on. Right, okay, so now we can do the... Oh, I like it just there. Just there. Now normally, just so you know, normally I would do this on foam tape. In fact, I might still do that, yeah, but I'm doing what I normally do. Not bad for a quick card, is it? It's only taken an hour. So a little tip for you again when I've finished this. Because I know that these are going here, you put your bottom one on first. So I'm just going to try and show you this. So I've just popped that on, look, and all this, because there's nothing underneath there, that bugs me. So I'm just going to peel it back off and give you a little tip. If you do it with your glue gel, and make sure your glue gel is twice the height of your foam tape, you won't see that once it's set. But what it does do, I don't know whether you can see this. Let me try and show you. So the glue gel now is going to stop that from bending. Of course it is, Julia. Flowers are the best part. Well, after the stamp, obviously. And then we'll do the same with Love Is. It's all in the details, darling. There's none of those card factory cards here, thank you very much. Well, nearly done. Nearly done. Yeah, I've not quite finished yet. Somebody's going to win a cracking card, aren't they? So we're going to have 3 little pearls here. It seems to be my thing again. 3 little pearls on the side. Where's my pickup tool? this, I can't be bothered. You know these are my favourite tweezers. It is easier with the pickup tool, I've got to say. So there's only one more thing that I would do to this, but I'm going to do it after we've finished. That's not going to work, is it? I'm going to put glossy accents on the tulips, but I'll do it when we've finished, so I can just leave it on here to dry. So there we go. Make sure they're right. Oh, that's perfect. And there we have it. One quick card that's only taken me an hour to do. How about that? Look at, so it's about 5-inch thick, this card. But how gorgeous is that tulip? So that pin flare look, that pin flare will keep that there, and it'll stop it from, if I can get that to stay down. Yeah, once that's set, it'll stop it from getting caught on your card or anything. So we've got the gorgeous tulip Floramusica stamp. The only part that I coloured in was the and that's because I wanted those to pop. Yeah, we've used the sweetheart stamps and the sweetheart flower dies. We've used the berry branches dies, the lush leaves, the delicate fronds dies, double debossed oval dies, double debossed octagons, and then elegant eyelet octagons. We've used the berry red and the onyx black glitter, because Benita wanted a lovely glittery ring today, so she got it. Yeah. And then obviously the embossing folder's not out yet, so you'll need to wait for that. And there we have it. So I'm going to show you now. Oh, you're welcome. Would only cost you $4 to post. See, well, imagine I'm saying I don't post them, but I do. I give all these away, so they must cost something when we're posting them. I don't know, I just sign them and give them to Carol. Right, so I'm going to show you a new glitter that we've got coming out in a couple of weeks. Let me just roll my sleeves up, because the sleeves are doing my head in. Oh, thanks, Linda. I'm glad you've stayed after all the filth, because these are a filthy bunch, you know. It's not me, it's these lot. I'll leave it here while I'm showing you. So remember, the videos stay on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page. Oh, thanks, Rose. Thanks, Azy Babe. How you doing, darling? £3.40 in a box. I don't know. I don't think about posting. I just like to do fabulous cards. So before I forget to tell you, if you haven't already joined our Facebook group, you need to search for Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours, and then ask to join the group. I don't let everybody in, so make sure you accept the rules, because if you don't accept the rules, I just automatically decline the application. Make sure you're following Sentimentally Yours as well, and Trudy Howard and Julia on Facebook, and you'll find us all on Instagram as well. So, new glitters, are you ready for this? I hope you've got your sunglasses on, everybody. So these are coming out on the birthday weekend in a couple of weeks, and there are actually 8, but I'm only showing you 6. So I promised you a sneaky peek, so this is what your sneaky peek looks like. How about that? Look, is that not just absolutely beautiful? Thanks, David. Right, so these are brand new glitter fusions, so completely different to the glitter alchemy. So none of these colours have been used before. They're all brand new colours. Fusion obviously shows you that they are different. So this is a fusion of a few different glitters. So this one we've called Mint Chip. So I'm trying to show you. If I get covered in this, it's your fault. Okay, I don't know whether you can pick the minty colour up from your screen. I can see it on mine. Yeah. So this is Mint Chip. So these are already, obviously I've got quite a lot in here. Do you know what, Jennifer? I'm almost run out of these as well. I've got to see if I can find them again. I can't remember where they came from. So Mint Chip. This is Summer Lilac. Aren't they? They're just absolutely gorgeous. And these are finer. So if you bought the Glitter Alchemy and thought they were a bit too chunky for you, these are absolutely not. They're much finer. It's not ultra fine glitter, because I like the crunches, you know, from the Diamond Dazzle. But this is smaller and smaller than the Diamond Dazzle and Crystal Aurora. So that's Summer Lilac. I'm going to show you the other four, but I'm not showing you the other two, because one of them is an exclusive one. Oh, I love this one. Raspberry Ripple. Raspberry Ripple. I don't know how much colour you got. There you go. Raspberry Ripple. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, ice cream. Ice cream. Raspberry Ripple and ice cream. This one is Wild Violet. I'm going to bring it closer again for you. Oh, these colours are absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, Raspberry Ripple, Mint Chip, Lemon Popsicle, which we're coming towards in a minute. Next one is, when I find the lid, Aqua Lagoon, which you obviously everybody's going to love the Aqua Lagoon because it's turquoisey colours. So there are actually 3 or 4 different glitters in there, which creates that gorgeous shimmer that you're seeing there. And more importantly, it was a labour of love for care in sorting these out, I'll tell you. It covers all the area as well. And then this is my favourite, I think. This is Lemon Popsicle. How absolutely stunning is that colour? Aren't they just gorgeous? Oh, I told you to put your sunglasses on. And most of these will work with, well, they'll work with everything. But they'll work with Trudy's new stuff that's coming up soon. And obviously, you know, they're going to coordinate with mine. So you've had 2 sneaky peeks today. You've had 6 new glitters. And you've also had a sneaky peek of that embossing folder that I wasn't meant to show you, but I did. Next Saturday, we will be doing a Facebook Live. And depending on what mood I'm in, depends on whether I actually demo with the Weekend Wow that I'm releasing the week after. We'll see, but I'm definitely going to show you a little bit more of what's being released next week. There's quite a lot, so I'm trying to figure out how best to do it, but I'll come up with a plan. I will, Trudy, I will. In fact, I don't know whether Julie has got any yet of these. I don't know. I've got tubs full. But there are 2 more colours that I've not shown you in the new Glitter Fusions. Particularly because one of them is exclusive, and one of them is being put with something else. So you'll see all those when we launch the shows. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll just bring the card back in to let you see again. You don't want to be looking at plastic tubs. So that's what we've made. When I say we, I mean me, obviously. I will choose a winner for this beginning of next week. No, Julia's not got them either. Right, I'll make sure you 2 get some. So somebody's going to remind me later to choose a winner for the card from 2 weeks ago. Probably Chrissy, because she always reminds me. Oh, Julia, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't think you've got Trudy's new thing yet, but they are here. So thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to put some glossy accents on these tulips now, and then leave it to set for a couple of hours, and then I'll choose the winners next week. So get your notepads ready for next week. Sneaky peeks of actual cars will not start until the week of the shows, for obvious reasons. But prepare yourself, because there's loads. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I shall see you all next Saturday. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I shall talk to you either in the Facebook group or next Saturday. So thanks, everybody. Stay safe. Take care. Bye. Oh, hey, look, it's only 1 hour 15. That were good. Bye, everybody. Before I click end for now. Right, there we go. See you next week.